Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Velas here in London. Just had the weigh-in as we look forward to tomorrow night's show at York Hall, live of course on IFL TV. I'm joined by Mcgregor. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. All good. Even better now that we're all weighed in, so it's all focus on the fight now.
How was the weight making? Because I wasn't eavesdropping, but I just heard, didn't your daughter call you fat on FaceTime? So you've been sort of struggling with the pounds till late on?
No, she's always just, I'm either a skinny bum or a fatty bum, one of the two. And the day I'm skinny, I'm a fatty bum. So, no, weight was good. Done the weight well. I had a wee bit leeway this time. 121, so I had a couple of pounds. It wasn't championship weight, so it went smooth. Refuel now and be ready to put on a big performance tomorrow night.
I dread to think if she calls you fat, what she must think of the normal man, because I'm not being funny. To
be honest, I can't get carried away. I can get carried away sometimes, but we live and learn.
Don't we all? Do you kind of feel like it's weird. I was going to say, do you feel like you're making up for lost time? Because you've had an active 2 years and you've done well. You've got the European belt, obviously beat Kash and had the Commonwealth and British. But although you were meant to fight in December and didn't, do you kind of feel like you're making up for lost time?
Yeah, it's been a frustrating couple of years, to be honest. As well as obviously life-changing moments, winning the European title, everything like that. But many setbacks to overcome to eventually accomplish that achievement. So it's been really frustrating and it's challenged me a lot. I feel like it's made me a lot stronger. I've learned a hell of a lot over the space of that time and these setbacks that have been put in my way. So it's definitely been beneficial to me, but at the same time very, very frustrating. So I'm just excited to finally just get back in the ring, look good, and like I've said many times to the media, push on and make this fight the start of a big year for myself.
It's quite weird because from the outside, people must look and think unblemished record, other than when you went down against Mcgregor, pretty much an unblemished career. But you talk about these setbacks, none of them have happened inside the ring, have they? These are all setbacks that are outside of in the ring.
Yeah, I'm not moaning about them, but I'm stating them and that, and it could be worse. It definitely could be worse, and that's the mindset, and I've sort of started turning all these setbacks too, and making me deal with them better. It could be worse. For example, the Kash Farooq fight falling through, life-changing money, life-changing event. It would have been massive financially. It would have been life-changing, like I just said. So my profile would have went through the roof. Devastated, but then I quickly overcame that because it could be worse. Look at Kash. He's who I'm devastated for. Really feel for on that, and I wish him all the best, like I've said before. So yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it now. It could be worse as well as like has been frustrating. I've just got to stay positive, and I know my time's coming.
It must be weird as well when everyone saw the statement and they know that was from the heart. There might have been a rivalry there, but they knew how serious you were when you said how devastated you feel for Kash. But when something's out of your hands, because when I spoke to Kash, your name come up. No one spoke to you about his name coming up. It was the exact same for the both of you. So when something's completely out of your hands and it's taken away, just wondering how you deal with that, because literally none of it is down to you.
So frustrating. Words can't put in how frustrated I am. Put money aside, I've just stated all these things, which I'm obviously, of course, gutted about. Put all that aside. I really, really wanted that fight so badly. I'm a totally different person. The proof is there. The proof is there for everybody to see. I'm a well-seasoned, strong European level fighter who lives the life like a professional elite athlete now. That first fight I never, not because I was not disciplined or lazy or anything like that, just uneducated. Now I cover every single area and I invest in myself. I do every single thing possible to make me a better boxer, and the proof's there, and that's why I was so excited for the rematch, and now obviously the fight falling through. So gutted. Obviously I don't want to be disrespectful. It's totally so unfortunate that the fight isn't happening, but it was a rematch that I was strongly confident in doing a real good job and making a huge statement, which unfortunately I can't do now. But I'm going to still be able to prove that. Do you know what I mean? I've got big fights, and I will prove that. Whether it's not going to be against Kash Farooq, unfortunately, but I'll still prove that I'm a force to be reckoned with at bantamweight, and I'm coming for them all.
Before we talk about what's past, I do just want to obviously talk about Friday. Diego Ruiz, the man in the other corner, fought Shabazz. Obviously, one of your stablemates, teammates. As such, have you spoke to him about what this guy brings? Obviously, fought a lot in Argentina, so a little bit unknown, really, other than his fight with Shabazz.
Yeah, I've not really, to be honest, spoke. It was like we said, it's not been much notice. It was a case of me. I was staying ready, like I've just said to you. I've been in the gym, just constantly trying to improve myself. Wanted to get out ASAP. My promoter's Provella managed to work a deal with MTK. Obviously, MTK managed me as well, so it was quite straightforward to get that done. And a slot became available here. Ruiz is known to British fans, obviously easy to deal with for MTK. It's just a case of getting back in the ring with someone who's going to come and have a go. Like, he's coming here to win. Although it's probably going to, not many people be backing him. Like, my previous fight is the perfect example. You can't overlook anyone. So I'm going in there to put on a dominant performance and make a statement, and he's a perfect opponent for that.
You know what boxing's like. Literally, as soon as the final bell goes, whether he's led on the canvas because you stopped him, a decision's read out, people will already be like, what's next? Of course, now we know it's not the Kash fight. Are we still expecting something massive in May or June?
Yes. Without going into too much detail and, like I said, overlooking anything, I know there's big things on the horizon for me, big plans, and that's given me every bit of motivation that I need for tomorrow night. No slip-ups, look good, be smart, and do my job. And I've got big nights, things that I've dreamed about happening. I want to headline my own shows, and I think we're getting closer to that. So I just need to wait and see. Nothing's finalised. It's just all rumours, and that's why I've got the best team around me. They're not going to tell me, oh, this is happening ahead of a fight tomorrow night. They want my full focus on that, which it is. I'll get in there, I'll get the job done, and I'll sit down with my team next week and we'll work out what's next. But I know it's big things, big plans.
I know you don't want to say too much, but can we potentially hint at you standing on that centre circle? If it was a boxing ring?
Honestly, I do believe that's going to happen. Whether or not it's going to be next, I don't know. Possibly, but nothing's really been it's been spoken about, which is a good sign, but I can't confidently say yes. It's just one of them that we need the right fight. Potentially maybe leave that for a world title fight. We don't know what's next. Eliminators are getting spoken about. I'm getting ordered here, there and everywhere from the governing bodies. I'm accepting everyone. So hopefully we can strike a deal with whoever accepts it on their side as well, and we can then talk about locations and what's next. But first things first, deal with tomorrow.
Is it going to have to be something like an eliminator or someone who's kind of not forced to fight you, but we know how hard it is now to bring fighters over to sort of someone's territory. Fighters are less inclined to come over to someone's territory nowadays than they were before. So is it going to kind of have to be you and someone forced together by a governing body or something? Because people don't want to come over now, do they? They don't.
We're getting called. The IBF have been calling me 5 or 6 different opponents now. I've accepted everyone, and everyone's not really materialised. However, I think we're potentially getting somewhere, but I can't really go into too much detail. I did read the other day that I've been ordered to defend my European title against Nikolai Potapov, who is IBF number 6, who I've already been ordered to have an IBF final eliminator with, which I accepted, and he declined. Now I've been ordered to defend my European title against him. I don't know what's going to happen.
Can they double up as both? I imagine they can, can't they, probably?
He's already turned that one down, but I don't know if it's now that he's got a chance for European and IBF final eliminator. That might give him the courage to accept. I don't know. Listen, I know it's exciting times, but I just need to keep my mind focused on tomorrow. And like I said, all these things are in the pipeline, so we'll wait and see what happens.
Right, Lee, thank you very much for giving me some of your time. Enjoy the rest of... I don't know, can you enjoy it? I suppose you just sort of...
I love it now.
Do you? I thought you'd just be like, kind of, not angry, but just waiting and just so eager to get in the ring.
No, refuel. I'll get all the fluids, all the food and that back into me. I'll get a great sleep tonight, and I'll be ready to go tomorrow and expect a big performance.